Okay. Hi, everyone. Today is the 22nd of July. Whoa, how did that happen? My name is Bridget, and if you're here tonight with us in person or if you're watching the recording, welcome. Warm welcome to everybody. Tonight we are here to share a few things about you, really. One is a little bit about a wonderful online health program that we have and a beautiful whole food nutritional support that we use alongside it. And the other is about creating a freedom lifestyle. So a way to create a side hustle, an extra income, if that's what you're looking for, or even to replace your full-time income if that's where you're coming from. So if you would just like to sit back and relax and just listen with an open heart and an open mind, and we're just here to share some stories with you tonight. So to tell you a little bit about me before we kick it off, I came across our program and products say like 2.5 years ago now. Actually, I came across a post on Facebook, and at the time I was looking for a health and wellness program. I was looking for something that I could follow online and exercise at home while I had a little girl. So I had tried a lot of different things. I had really struggled to lose post-baby weight, and so that's what I was looking for. I fell in love with our program. I found that the recipes were super easy to follow, and there was so much support, and I felt the whole time that I had someone there holding my hand and helping me, and I had great success and managed to lose about 6 kilos in 8 weeks. And that really started me on my health journey. After a few months being on the products, I noticed a whole lot of other changes started happening in my body. Adding all these extra nutrients into my body, my hormones started to regulate, my skin cleared up, I have like loads more energy, my immune system now is rock solid, it's along with my family's as well. And one of the biggest things for me is that I no longer get migraines. I used to get a migraine at least once a month, sometimes more, depending on how stressed I was at the time. But these were migraines that were like lock you in the bedroom, don't come out for a day migraines, and I haven't had one of those for about 2 years. So that is super life changing for me. Um, and I guess, yeah, when someone talked to me and said there's a business behind it, it just made sense. So I thought, I'm telling everyone about this anyway, so why not? But we'll talk a little bit about that later. Like first, I just like to share some stories, and I'd like to bring on a really good friend of mine, Ellie May, and she's going to share with you about our beautiful products and programs. So, Ellie, you take it away. Just have to unmute yourself, hun.
Yeah, got it. Awesome. That all right now? Cool. Hey guys, thanks for jumping on tonight. So tonight I'm privileged I get to share about our beautiful products. I have been a part of the Juice Plus community for almost 2 years now, or actually just over 2 years now. I must check the date, but it's just been the best thing I ever did, and I'm in love with not only the products but definitely the community as well. So anyway, let's kick it off. And I'd like to introduce our capsules, which is kind of like our foundation. So this is the base of all our nutrition, and it's our veggies. And here we go, veggies. Sorry guys, I can't see my screen that well. And we've got our fruit. There we go, and our berries. So fruit, veg, and berries are our foundation. And within these little capsules, there's over 30 fruits, veg, and berries. So that is like a really power-packed concentration of goodness that you get every day. We do say 5+ a day, but in reality, you're looking at more like 8 to 10 serves per day to get everything you need. And it needs to be a variety. So I don't know about you guys, but for me, I kind of stick to like bananas and oranges, and then my veggies I might have like kale and silver beet and broccoli, and that's about all that gets in there. So I'm just going to read off the ingredients just to give you an idea of the range we have. So in our veggies we have broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic, beet, spinach, cabbage, lemon peel, rice bran, and kale. Okay, and our fruit is not just bananas and oranges. There is apple, peach, cranberry, orange, mango, lemon peel, acerola cherry. I always stumble on that word. I think that's correct. Pineapple, prune, date, and beet. And then in our little berries here, I don't know about you guys, but berries are really expensive, and I usually only buy them frozen. So this is awesome. There's raspberries, bilberries, whatever those are. They're probably pretty cool. Blueberries, cranberries, pomegranate, grape, black currant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, and there's some cocoa. So that is like a massive hit of nutrition. So how do they get them in here? I mean, it's pretty amazing technology, but to keep it simple, they take all of the fruits, veggies, and berries, and they're vine ripened. So what that means is they're not picked early and then ripened artificially. They're ripened naturally on the vine to get the maximum nutrition. And then they're taken and put into a huge, big, giant blender, and literally seed, skin, stems, the whole lot, everything that you wouldn't normally eat goes in there. So if you didn't know, most of the nutrition is actually in the skin, and we don't eat lemon skin or orange skin or any of that. So all that goodness is packed in there. It's all zhuzhed up and made into like a big slurry, and then it's dehydrated at a very, very low temperature, and that preserves all the nutrients and the enzymes. It's then made into a powder, which is put into a vegetable capsule. So you'll find if you have them in your hand and you have a damp hand, they will literally disintegrate. Once they hit water, they'll start to melt away. So that's fantastic. So nothing artificial in there. Okay, so that is like a really basic rundown, guys. I could talk all night, but I won't, because I know we're on a time frame. But I would like to also add that, I mean, it's hard enough getting adults to eat right, but getting kids to eat right is pretty much almost impossible. Especially they go through phases of not eating things. They have a certain dislike for things, and it's really hard to get the veggies and fruits in them. So as part of the Juice Plus program, is definitely the community with a heart. We'd love to see whole family nutrition, right from the young ones right through to the oldies. So if you order any of our fruit and veg or our fruit, veg and berries, you are eligible to get a free kids supply of our kids chews. So we've got veggie chews and our fruit chews, and they are super delicious. In fact, I kind of eat handfuls if they're sitting on the bench, which is a bit naughty, but they are really, it's a great way to get fruits and veggies, a great variety into your children. There's nothing artificial in there, and there's not even gelatin. They use fruit picked in there as well, so you can't get much better than that. They're top of the line, all the good stuff. So that's all our micronutrition, okay? Then we move on to our macronutrition. So this is our complete sachets. So we have chocolate and we've got vanilla, and they're hiding a multitude of amazingly good stuff in there behind those yummy flavors. So these are your fats and your proteins and your carbohydrates. So they're done in the perfect combination you need to work to the maximum ability in your body. So these little babies here are hiding things. I won't read it all out, but you've got stuff in here like sprout blends, pea proteins, spirulina powder, yucca powder, mushroom powder. It goes on and on. Heaps of great whole food nutrition. So these are not a meal replacement. These are more of a whole food support, but they are fantastic for everyone. Breastfeeding mums, pregnant mums, all of our products can be used when you're pregnant or breastfeeding, or for children. I love them in the morning as a really quick breakfast. When I'm breastfeeding, if I can't sit down and make a meal, I can drink one while I'm feeding baby. You can do pretty much anything you like with these guys. They're just, so they're really handy, but you do go through them because they're pretty delicious. I'll pop those down. Okay, and last but not least, is something that's pretty special to us, and this is our plant-based omega blend. So for me, I never ate omegas. I never took omegas because I hate the fishy taste. These are no fish. So we use the algae that the fish eats, that gives them the omegas that we get from the fish. So we're skipping out the fish. And we also farm the algae. So they're not, you're not having to worry about things like mercury or contaminants from the ocean. These are farmed within our own farms away from the ocean. So we don't have to worry about any toxins or contaminants. Apart from the algae, we also have some great seed oils in there as well. So we have got sea buckthorn oil and tomato seed oil, raspberry seed oil, pomegranate oil. They're fantastic. This is your brains, your heart, your eyes, every cell in your body needs omegas. So all the membranes around every single cell in your body will be using omegas. And I don't really know what you say to that. I mean, they're just so important. So this is a great way to get them in you. They taste delicious, like oranges if you burst one open. And that is pretty much our whole range. I hope I haven't missed anything out. I wrote a whole lot of notes so I would remember stuff, but I've probably garbled on for way too long. But yeah, I just love them. They're so fantastic, and they've.
Whoops. Ellie, do you want to finish what you're saying? I just muted you by accident.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a hint to shut up.
No, it wasn't.
So sorry guys, so that is our full range of products. They are it's so simple, like it's not rocket science, guys. This is what nature's provided for us. It's nothing artificial, nothing synthetic, and it's everything that our body was designed to absorb. So if you have any more questions about our products, ask the person who put you on here tonight. I could go on forever. They're just brilliant. So have a great night, and thank you for listening.
Cool. Thank you, Ellie. Perfect. So I guess that explains a little bit about our product line. It's super simple, but the best thing is really to hear a few stories. So I think tonight we're going to hear from Tony, and she's just going to tell us a little bit about how she came across Juice Plus and how she's felt in her body and what it's done for her. So Tony, if you just want to come off mute, hun.
Hi. So I actually answered an ad first to do with a business opportunity. And when I got on a call with my upline or my mentor, Pauline, I learnt more about the products, and I think the products became the forefront of my focus because not just for health, but my kids are also quite fussy. So I sort of saw it as a good way of bridging the gap, not just for them, but also for myself. So I started on the fruit and vegetable capsules with the kids' chews and also the protein. I found initially with my teenage daughter, her skin, the chews actually helped with her acne quite a bit. I think the majority of my reasoning behind the products was having peace of mind, and I was actually questioning what else has it done for me, and I was wondering about my sugar cravings and whatnot, and thought that hasn't actually helped. But I don't think that's true, because when I did my first ever body challenge this year, one of my goals was to cut down on energy drinks because, you know, they're so full of sugar, but I actually ended up cutting them out altogether. And if I have an energy drink now and then, it's sugar free, but I actually tried to have an energy drink recently that had the full sugar that I loved, and that made me sick. Like I couldn't have it. And today I was thinking, actually, yeah, I have like cut out some bad habits and, you know, have less sugar. I still have it, but I think I've also managed to stem some of those cravings. So I used to have an energy drink every day, like because I'm on shift work and, you know, it was just convenient. Now I have it when I choose, but if I do, it's sugar free. So in that respect, I think that's helped as well. My favorite is the protein because not the vanilla particularly, but also the smoothies. Everyone loves the smoothies. My partner, myself, my kids, my 8-year-old who turns her nose up at vegetables doesn't know when I've put like spinach and, you know, all that sort of stuff in it. And so it's been really, really quite good. And I guess also what I've just discovered about the program behind it, I have been in the position to look into Nutrition Plus. So I sort of met with my kids' primary school and let them find out what sort of sponsorship and grants are available, because they're looking at it for maybe the breakfast club for their kids. And then I also was in a position where my youngest daughter was being bullied at school, and long story short, the child came from 9 children, single parent, and they were all part of, you know, they'd been involved in family harm. So there was a lot of issues behind that. And the company, Nutrition Plus, decided to donate 9 boxes of the kids' chews and a full box of the protein to that family. So I'm putting a care package together. So me, who loves to volunteer, and I can no longer do that as a corrections officer, that was amazing. Like I'm finding out what we're doing in our community, and I'm sort of jumping on board as well. So I know that's nothing to do with the product, but I had to throw that in there because it really excited me.
Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know that. So for those of you that don't know, Juice Plus also has a charity called Nutrition Plus. So when Ali was talking about when you get the free children's chews, we actually, as partners of Juice Plus, we put a little bit of our earnings into Nutrition Plus, and that goes to be able to look after schools or children like Tony was talking about, and providing them with extra nutrition and help. So that is so incredible that you're bringing that here. So exciting. Well done, girl. It's awesome. Yeah, so, oh, give me chicken skin. We'll just switch gears a little bit now and talk about the other side, which is the business side. So for me, when I came across this opportunity, I was just interested in it because I was in love with the product and I wanted to tell everyone about it. But I had a catering company and I was just, I wasn't really interested in doing the business seriously. And then I got into it and saw like what it could be and how you could be a really amazing vehicle to do things like Tony said, to be able to help people in need that don't have it, or to be able to help someone that maybe has eczema, or someone struggling with health problems, or someone who's struggling with money, and get them on their feet. So I quickly changed my tune and got more interested in it. And now it's come to the stage where I only work 6 months of the year on my catering company, and the other half of the year I can fund myself with Juice Plus. And so my catering company is up for sale, and I will just be doing this full time. So it's very exciting, and I just get so much emotional revenue out of helping people with it. Like, that's just a huge part of it for me. But I'd love to bring on a lovely lady that I got to meet the other day in person finally, Pauline, and just like you to tell us a little bit about how you came to be part of the business and what is it that you love the most.
Thanks, Bridget. It was lovely to meet you too. Excuse me if I cut out. I am on holiday, and this is the one thing I love about what I do is we can do this anywhere as long as we have internet. So my story, I came across Juice Plus 2.5 years ago now, and I answered a ad on the Facebook page, and it resonated with what I wanted to do at the time. At that point in my life, I was managed out of a job that I had been bullied in for over a year, so I wasn't in a really good headspace. Secondly, I had my 82-year-old mum living with me with dementia that I was full-time caring for, and I was also homeschooling my 14-year-old boy who was continuously bullied through school. So life was busy, but I needed something else to help me because I was at a point where I couldn't leave the house due to with my mum and that, but a lot of myself didn't want to go out in the street. I live in a small town, so as you can imagine, people talk, and with the talk came paranoia in my case, that everybody was talking about me and I didn't want to go out and face the world. So I connected. I fell in love with the structure, but I also fell in love with the product. It was then that I realized it wasn't just about the business. It was more about the product with my health, but the community. And it was something I never had. So jumping in full wall, I just went out, got everything, jumped in, and I haven't looked back since. I absolutely love it. It's brought me out of my comfort zone. It's given me confidence, self-worth. It's made me become stronger as a person. It's just powerful in every step. You meet an amazing amount of people. Some I haven't yet met that, I can't wait to meet, and others slowly climbing up the chain as I travel. So yeah, I absolutely love it. I love the fact of this that you don't have to know a lot of people. You can come into this and you only need to know 2 people, and they need to know 2 people, and they need to know 2 people. It just works like a popcorn effect. It's easy to do this. It's at your own time, your own pace. There's no deadlines, there's no targets. It's just what you want to do. you know, and if you want to come in here and make a little bit of money towards those pesky bills, or save towards a holiday or a car, or, you know, just say yes more to your kids, then this is the thing to do. But if it's something that you want to become a full-time job for you, where you can retire and enjoy life and not sit there till you're 65, 70, where you still walk away with nothing, then this is the life for you too. So if you have been invited in here or have been shown this, then really think about the what if, and, you know, what have you got to lose? So that's kind of my story.
Cool, thank you. I think, yeah, for a lot of people, there's obviously, for me, the biggest question was time. And like I said, if I had a catering company, I still have a catering company. Sometimes I work 18-hour days in the summer. So if anyone is ever thinking, oh, I don't know if I've got another job, I've got children, I've got this, we all do this in and around other jobs until we get to a certain stage where if we feel like we want to do it for full time. One of our top leaders in New Zealand has six children, and she homeschools them all. So, you know, like it is a business in a box. Is there like so possible to do in 15-minute time slots during the day? Like it's not something that you have to spend hours and hours and hours on. So if that is one of the things that you're worried about, I just urge you to get your questions answered and contact the person who's showing you this or asked you here tonight, and they will be able to answer some more questions for you. So thank you so much for coming along and listening. And like Pauline said, you know, what if this could be the vehicle that could really help you follow your dreams, you know? So have a beautiful week, everybody, and we'll see you here the same time next week. Take care. Bye.